are back. Squad, I want to welcome you to another workout brought to you by Brave Clothing. I'm Coach Pete. I'm going to take you through today's upper body session. We're going to focus for that first 9 minutes on an EMOM. So every minute on the minute, I'm going to ask for some repetitions. That first minute, 24 alternating floor press. Second minute, we're trying to complete 24 alternating bent over rows. And then for that third minute, we have alternating standing dumbbell press. We've got 3 total sets, 9 minutes in total, and then we'll jump into this. Max effort for 2 rounds. We've got 30 seconds of each of these movements, a dynamic push-up, a front, a lateral, and a rear delt raise. Then we're gonna get into a quadruped position for some alternating rows and stay in that quadruped position for some alternating shoulder taps. Let's get into this warm-up. First things first, we got cross body jacks. Nice coordinated jump, swinging the arms out in front of us, letting that heart rate come up. Coming up next, we have a sprawl to an overhead squat. So we're gonna kick those legs out. As soon as we collect those feet right underneath our hips again, we're gonna go ahead and raise the arms up, performing that overhead squat. Next up, wide mountain climbers. So shoulder stacked over the wrist. We're gonna go ahead and slowly go ahead and collect that toe right next to that palm. All right, let's get ready for some Hindu push-ups. Starting with the hips high, we're gonna dive that chin towards the floor, picking the chin up as we raise, feeling that nice big stretch to the midsection. As we come back through, go ahead and shoot those hips straight back up in the air. Next up, we have a bird dog. So tabletop position, we're gonna go ahead and stack the hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrist, extend that left arm straight out in front of you, and of course, that opposite leg reaching as far back as we can. Nice big stretch to that posterior chain, holding, flexing, pointing. Good, back to the feet, cross body jacks. See if we can move a little bit quicker this time. We want to make sure we really prime the body. All right, back to that sprawl to overhead squat. Open and close with those hips. Raise the arms, give it that nice pretty squat. Moving on, right back to the wide mountain climbers. Let those hips really open up, start to really reach with that leg as close as we can to the hand. Nice flat foot every time we reach. Hindu push-ups will be next. Hips start high, dive the chin, pick the chest up, and send the hips back through. Bird dog. So if we started with that right arm, we're gonna switch it up to that left arm, extend it through, opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend, reach, squeeze. Very nice. All right, team, go ahead and grab your dumbbells. We're gonna start off with that 9-minute EMOM. Again, alternating floor press, alternating bent over row, and then we'll finish off with a standing dumbbell press. We're looking for 24 total reps here. Starting off with that floor press, we're gonna have arms extended the entire time. Shoulders stay pinned to the floor, the hips will stay down, feet will stay planted as well, and we're just gonna work that nice coordinated punch straight up in front of us. Get set, here we go.
I got to fight, yeah, all of my might. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right. Gotta walk for, got the dub in my sight. They thought I was losing, but I still keep coming. Life hit hard, but I
First minute's on the clock. We're trying to collect as many of these 24 reps as we can within the minute. Any time left over the minute, that will be our rest.
But I'm gonna stand back up, yeah. I'm going hard in the 12th round. Probably try to Rockefeller hover. Now I go to war like a soldier, yeah. Plus they tried to count me out thinking that it's over. But I got to fight, Rocky Balboa. Yeah, I got to fight like Rocky Balboa.
Keep working. We're working all the way for 24.
Yeah, I got to fight like Rocky Balboa.
We finish the 24, go ahead and get the dumbbells down, stand tall. We're going to be working on that bent over row next.
How can you take? Yeah, carried away. You will make great. Yeah, it'll hit hard when I'm talking about lie. Gotta keep going, pressing forward.
Picking the dumbbells up, go ahead and shoot those hips straight back, keeping that belly nice and tight. Flexion, of course, through that backside as well. Nice straight back. And we're just going to alternating, pulling those dumbbells towards our chest, keeping that elbow relatively tight to the torso. Again, slight hinge in the knees. Make sure that back is nice and flat. 24 reps. Keep them coming. And I can mention, got knocked down in the round, it was racking. Opponent keep on as soon as we hit those 24 reps, take the beat, collect yourself. Next up, we have the standing alternating press.
Keep moving forward, keep on stepping and stepping and stepping and stepping and Rocky Balboa. Yeah, I got to fight like Rocky Balboa. Yeah, I got to fight Rocky Balboa. Yeah, I got to fight like Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa with the fight.
Feet underneath the hips, arms fully extended overhead, and we're going to go ahead and alternate left to right, lowering that dumbbell towards the shoulder, keeping that rib cage down, belly's flexed, shoulders are pinned back, and we're just working that nice smooth press.
Don't read the signs, I'm so done with the lies, that's why I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time.
24 total repetitions here.
At the clock, stepped up in the game like rock. Ball boy with the hook, can't stop. Let the dread on my head stay locked. Look, always.
So 3 minutes done in this 9-minute EMOM. We're gonna go right back to that floor press. Again, 24 repetitions across, so let's keep it moving. Here we go. Good. Remember to keep the arms extended if we can. If we need to lower them and just work that alternating press from the floor position, do so.
Looking for the beat, find a line up in the top. See it at the top. Praise be the try. I ain't need a try. Glory to God. Millie with the rock. Jordan with the hop. Catch me at the bro. 10:30 on the dot.
Again, we're shooting for 24 total repetitions here.
Don't read the signs, I'm so done with the lies, that's why I ain't got no time. 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 I ain't got no.
Beautiful. All right. Moving on to those alternating bent over rows. Shoulders stay pinned, hips go back. We're going to try to get our chest as parallel as we can to that floor. And then nice flat back as we roll left to right.
Yeah. If you're doing this for dollar signs, odds you are out of line. Yeah. Pay attention to the product line before that is modified. Yeah. Eyes up on the bottom line before you are out of time. Yeah. Out of body, moving me so out of mind. I can see through all the jealousy. Can't compare to all the pedigree. They saying it's sinning, but all I see is jokes. They never want any smoke. They feeling it and they throw. Only a matter of time. We're gonna see them all choke. Unravel the sun rattles.
Getting right into that standing press. Again, arms extended to start off. Focus on that core engagement. Rib cage is down, belly is flexed, shoulders are back, we're squeezing our glutes. This is a full body wake up. Should be active the entire time as we work that left to right press.
Y'all taking shots, but your aim is funny. I give you the business like a family came for money. Your change is funny. If you paying rent and don't own real estate, it's time for you to reevaluate and innovate. I broke that door. Now I'm speaking at the podium. Ain't broke no more. Campbell soup that's full of sodium. I spoke that all just to manifest my destiny. Your knowledge is
Team, we're coming into that final round. Try to stay true to the 24 repetitions. If we start to fatigue, take a beat.
I've been praying, slaying, saying we take it. Homicidal killings, feelings like we won't ever make it. And when you wake up in the morning, see that song, God. I take my time, flex like war. I take my time, just let's go.
As you know, guys, this workout is brought to you by Brave Clothing. I'm rocking the 5-panel Clayton hat, the Tristan Transfer hoodie, and the Oliver Performance shorts. Grab all these today at braveclothing.com.
Now ain't no negativity in my vicinity. They draining all the energy and really ain't a friend of me and really ain't a kin of me. So listen, I'm about to tell them bye.
I know fatigue will start to settle in, especially in this final round. Do your best to stick to the repetitions. Let's get it.
Now I don't like the rock jewels, man, I'd rather drop those. Killings on the block, leaving shells, call them tacos. Man, I got them hot flows, treat them like a snot nose, meaning that they sick. See, mentally I skydive, flipping off a high rise. Love it with the ghetto, told me that be 9 lives. Shorty, she want 5 fries, hold the salt though and keep the sodium in Bido. Homicides and killings is a feeling that we can't escape. Mama told me pray up on my knees until it penetrate. If you selling drugs, you can flip it into real estate and tell that life bye-bye. I take my time, flex like wood.
2 minutes left in this EMOM.
Let's go. I take my time, flex like wood, tell them Bido. I take my time, flex like wood. I take my time, just let's go. I take my time.
For this bent over row, I know we're starting to feel it, of course, not only through those lats, but through the hamstrings, through that lower back. Shoulder blades are getting tougher to pin back. If we need to stand tall and reset before we hit the 24, do so. Flat backs the entire time.
I take my time, flex like wood, tell them Bido.
I was down, now I'm up to the plate. Got a couple hits, cause you know I can't play. We gon' win it no matter what the shirt. Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt. I was down below the commas. I put dollars on my head like I don't wanna. Yeah, I'm proud of what I did, I'm gonna come up. Yeah, you left me on red, so don't try to run. Want no smoke, then come in peace. Flow so foreign overseas. Got them praying, they like please. They want cheddar, not no cheese. Undefined, they don't get it.
Squad, we've made it to the final minute of this EMOM. Last time the dumbbells are gonna go up overhead. We're gonna take a breather and then we'll get into that second session. But let's focus for 24 total reps. Here we go.
Gotta be clever, gotta love more, that's a statement. Yeah, they just wanna see me in the grave. Come out the law in the rave. Oh no, I can't wait. You can read what you saw in the day. I was down, now I'm up to the plate. Got a couple hits, cause you know I can't play. We gon' win it no matter what the shirt. Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt.
It's silver step, yeah, I was just inside of gray. When I resurrected in like 3 whole days. Shut up on my car, I had a sneaker. Ayy, I might take a tenant because we the way. Walk around the house, got drip on anyway. They gon' eat it up like it's a dinner date. Seen a Lambo, claimed it on the interstate. Fame is nothing when it's Jesus in the stage. On the front and silver, it's the game. I feel my calendar, I'm losing track of all the days. Call me water boy,
Team, we made it. Nicely done. We're gonna get into this second session shortly. We have, all right, to start off with 30 seconds of each of these exercises, 2 rounds through. A dynamic push-up, a front, a lateral, and a rear delt raise. Moving into that quadruped position for some rows, and then finishing off with some shoulder taps. Get ready, 30 seconds, max effort, little to no transition here, so we're gonna make it quick. I wanna collect reps. Here we go.
I'm pulling up to every court and I'm calling next. They try to end me, now I'm stopping my foot on their neck. You'll be surprised what they do for attention.
All right, team, let's get right into this. Starting off with 30 seconds of that dynamic push-up. Top of the push-up position to start off with, shoulders stacked over the wrist. Perform that push-up at the top, or when we're coming back up through that pressing phase, shoot the hips straight back. We're settling into those hips, feeling that stretch through the shoulders, and then right back into the push-up.
couple hits, cause you know I can play. Yeah, we gon' win it no matter what the shirt. Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt.
Smooth and quick transitions, dumbbells in hands, right at our sides, and we're gonna go ahead and raise them straight out in front of us. We're not swinging the dumbbells. This is a big flex to the front of that shoulder, and we're controlling them on the way back down. Go ahead and hold on to those dumbbells. We've got a lateral raise now. Elbows, I want you to think about picking the elbows up versus picking our hands up. Let that flex happen at the top of the movement, and then slowly doing our best to lower them back down to our sides. Should already be feeling that burn right through those shoulders. Now we got that rear. We're gonna go ahead and send hips straight back, and we're gonna squeeze through that rear head of our deltoid. Again, chest parallel to the floor, doing our best to squeeze and slowly lower the dumbbells back down. All right, so coming into a tabletop position, our knees are about 2 to 3 inches off the ground. We're flexed off our toes, and we're just rowing left to right. A ton of midline engagement here. Focus on pressing that big toe into the ground as we squeeze and pull that dumbbell to our side. Try not to let the hips shift high in the air. We want to keep that nice flat back. Hanging out in that quadruped position again. We're gonna get rid of the dumbbells, and now we're just gonna work a nice, smooth shoulder tap. Again, flat back. Every time I want you to make sure that your shoulder is stacked right over the top of that wrist as you go left to right. We're gonna go right into that dynamic push-up again. Top of the push-up position. This is our second time through. Lungs are probably, of course, starting to get a little bit tested. I know the muscle fatigue is settling in. Quality mechanics for the second round, team. Do not rush it. Dumbbells in hand again. Front raise, controlled flexion, pause, lower under control.
Reach.
Shoulders stay back the entire time. Don't let them roll forward. Right into that lateral raise. Again, elbows do the guiding, and we're just lifting those hands up to follow. We're almost there, team. A couple more reps. Hit that hip hinge, flat back, that rear delt raise, 30 seconds. This is where we're gonna see how our shoulders hold up. Beautiful. Put those dumbbells down on the floor. Flex off the toes. Let's work this nice smooth pull. Try to keep those hips and those knees in line, the shoulders and the wrist in line as well. Focus on keeping your chest mirrored to the floor the entire time. Do not let your hips shift up too much. Shoulder taps, we're there, team. Keep it coming. Last 30 seconds. You're probably feeling in your quads, your hips, your shoulders. Everything's probably on fire. Keep them coming. You're doing great. Squad, that is it. Nicely done. I know your shoulders are on fire. Let them rest. Enjoy the rebound. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do us a huge favor. Hit us in the comments. Let us know what you want to see next out of these workouts. Of course, hit that like button. Subscribe so you get these on a daily basis. And I'm Coach Pete on behalf of Brave Clothing. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a blast.